Hello, today I'll be making a masonry forge. The current forge that I have is a modified coal forge, so what I'm thinking of doing is making a masonry forge that better fits using charcoal. Here's the base of the forge. I found it on a steel pile at my house, and it seems rigid enough in order to build on top of it with bricks. I already leveled the base here, so all the bricks that I stack up on it should be level as well. I'll make sure with a level, of course, as I go. Now what I'm trying to do is lay the brick with as little mortar as possible, and why I'm doing that is because I don't really want this to be too permanent, because if I make it completely permanent and then I figure out that it's not really best suiting my needs for blacksmithing, I can always, break it down and build it up again somewhere else. I'm using a pre-mixed type of mortar because I don't plan on using a lot of it. And what I also have here is a bag of fire clay, and what I plan to do with this stuff is use it to make a refractory lining on the inside of the forge. And it's not just going to be bricks covered with refractory. What I plan on doing with this stuff is breaking up a lot of rock and use that on the inside of the forge. So I'm going to kind of put it together with some of this fire clay and fine play sand, and it's going to stick all the rock together on the inside of the brick to protect it from the fire. The way I have this forge planned is that I'm going to have 3 layers of this more gray brick that has more holes in it. This brick is slightly longer than this, so I'm going to make the base out of this and then build it up the rest of the way with about 6 layers of red brick. So 3 layers of this brick on the bottom, 6 layers on top. Whew. It's heavy. Alright, let's start laying the first layer of bricks. Alright. About right there. Okay, and one of these. There we go. Okay. So, goes there. Goes there. It's a little bit higher than that, but I don't think that should that should matter too much. Also, these have like quite a little notches on the side too, so place those on the inside so the outside looks better. I hope that once I let this mortar kind of cure, that it's not gonna completely fall apart once I put, you know, something heavy in it like gravel to raise the floor of it. Alright, so there's the completed forge, well, at least the shell of the forge. So I have this area built up around the first half, kind of up there on the second half, and you can see the relation between the back and the front of the forge. So the front is lower than the back, but that is because this area down here is going to hold charcoal, and then it's also going to let blades and, you know, pieces of metal go underneath a tray that's going to be right here. So over here is the hole for the tweer, and it's going to, you know, this is going to be where the pipe and all that goes in, and it's going to be, of course, a side blown forge. I'm going to take this rock here and break it up into pieces about this size, you know, you can easily fits in your hand. And then I'm going to kind of put it in here and mortar it up so you can see that. Oh, that's great. Oh. You can see that this rock right here, I'll have one on the other side that's about the same thickness. So you'll have a good amount of space for blades and hammers and things like that I want to forge. I'd say that... Whoa. Oh shit! Okay, well that's one thing I need to fix.